and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Cobb County, Georgia, weighing 319 pounds, the Boss. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Baltimore, Maryland, 325 pounds, Big Bad John.
All right, the Boss and Big Bad John. You and Oakland need to settle down there, Brain.
I'm ready to knock him out, Schiavone.
So a major announcement in this program concerning Hulk Hogan.
Well, you see, these are things I got to know. I'm a broadcast journalist. He can't know this stuff. He's nothing but a glad hander. He slaps you on the back. He gives you that lousy handshake. He's not a friend of anybody. I got to know these things.
Well, Big Bad John to go up against the Boss. Speaking of big and bad, I guess the Boss can be considered big and bad as well. Look at Big Bad John, though. Pick him up.
Look at that.
Wow.
They wrote a song after this guy, didn't they?
Big Bad John? No. No, they didn't. And blocking it is the Boss. The Boss certainly, and Mean Gene's going to be talking to him a little bit later on, was a big part of Super Brawl. That happened just, almost 2 weeks ago now. Foot to the midsection.
Well, I'll tell you, the Boss is lucky he's even walking.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. I guess that's one for the Boss. I mean, he took a heck of a beating at the hands of Vader. Handcuffed to the cage.
Yeah, but he made sure justice was done now, didn't he?
Well, not really.
Well,
I never heard Vader give up.
Never heard him give up.
No, he never said I quit. He never said I'll give up. They just rang the bell.
Well, now, I've got to agree with you. Vader never did give up. At least I never heard him give up. But the Boss is the referee. He was right there. And he said he gave up. He called for the bell.
Schiavone, he'd had his bell rung. He don't know where he is half the time anyway. He's just a big, dumb hayseed. You know that. He should be popping out of cornfields, telling jokes.
Well, certainly. You talk about the wrath of Vader. Here's one big guy at 450 pounds is looking for one big Boss. The man, is he big.
Well, the Boss is no midget. Neither is Big Bad John. Whoa.
Right cross. And again. Sending Big Bad John to the far side ropes, and the Boss with an elbow. Again, the Boss. Sending John in. Got him in trouble.
I think that's it.
His spike slam. It's over.
Well, he will.
Well, Brain, the Boss. You see the signs. The Boss rules. And there's the nightstick.
I guarantee you, he ever locks up with Vader, he won't be picking him up with one hand and dropping him.
All right, he opens up our Saturday night with a big win. Here it is.
There's Big Bad John. Looks like he's got a stomachache. Or did he take one from the Boss? Side suplex. He won't get Vader up. Just drops him on the back of his neck. A good win, but a lucky win as far as I'm concerned. I'll go back and check the parking meter.
The winner, the Boss, who's now standing by with Mean Gene Okerlund.
All right, fans, you've just seen him in action. And I might add, most impressively, the Boss. Joining me right now, Boss, before we talk about anything further, recently at Super Brawl 4, you, of course, were a special guest referee in that big main event. It looks to me like that was the beginnings of a showdown between you and the big 450-pound monster, Vader.
Just doing my job. Law, order, and justice has been served. From that very moment, Vader, that you attacked me, that you attacked the law and handcuffed me to them steel bars like I've never been handcuffed before. The whole match went past the boundaries of fair play. And from that violent act, violent justice was born. Bottom line is, punk, I am law, order, and justice. I stand tall and proud for what I believe in. And I want to know one thing while you're whining and crying, saying that you didn't quit. Who's wearing that world championship belt? It's not you, punk, because you're a loser. Because I made a decision, a violent decision, one that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life. And I want to know what you're going to do about it. I know what you're going to do about it, punk. You're going to live with it.
Words of the boss, and ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if he's going to be pinching Vader for jaywalking. I doubt it. I think he's got something a little more drastic in mind. Gentlemen, joining me at this time, the current reigning WCW Tag Team Champions, Knobs and Zags, the Nasty Boys. You know, the general consensus, you guys were very fortunate to get out of Super Brawl with these titles.
Oh, we were very fortunate. Wow. How about Max Payne's fat head getting fine-tuned? If you ask me, that's very fortunate. That overzealous blob tried to maim my partner and then put him in his submission hold. And then I took the paternity to take that guitar and fine-tune his fat head, Nastyville style.
Brian Knobs, you ended up going to the hospital.
Shut up, Okerlund! Hey, Dr. Jack and Max Payne tried to get nasty! But when you try to get nasty, the Nasty Boys get nastier, baby!
Whoa, whoa, gentlemen, there's another subject I want to bring up right now. Recently, you bailed out on a gentleman who is standing by right now. Let's hear from the Equalizer.
Nasty Boys, I told you he was coming. He's coming next week. And my big brother's coming. I warned you, and you didn't listen. He's got a great big head, great big fist to punch you with, and it hurts. Big feet. And Nasty Boys, when he comes, you better watch out because he's going to put a hurting on you. And Nasty Boys, he's coming.
All right, the Equalizer says his big brother is coming to the WCW.
He's been talking for week after week. His big brother. His big brother. How big is his big brother? 8 foot tall. He's probably so big and just as dumb as that stupid Equalizer. We got the belts. Bring them on, baby. The bigger they are, the nastier they fall. And Nasty
The Nasty Boys, and stay tuned. We're back with more here on Saturday night. Very quick reminder, fans, tonight, 12:05 a.m. right here on TBS. It's WCW All-Nighters. Some great matches, some great action. Be part of it all. Speaking of great action, we're going to be jetting down to the Caribbean at St. Martin at the Great Bay Sports Auditorium Saturday, April the 2nd. And one of the main event matches there, none other than Ravishing Rick Rude locking up with Sting, plus a host of other superstars, all in St. Martin on Saturday, April the 2nd. Right now, let's get back to the ring.
I tell you what, Brain, we have a real controversy brewing here. Colonel Parker would not show Okerlund the contract, but he claims his man, Stunning Steve, will get that title shot instead of Steamboat.
Well, who does Okerlund think he is? Judge Wapner? L.A. Law? He has no business looking at a contract. That's Colonel Parker's business. And Steamboat better watch out.
Well, as the Colt Twins make their way for this tag team event, there's only one way, I would think, to settle this.
How?
We need to bring Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel out here.
It's only an hour and a half show, Shamani.
Well, yeah, I know that, but to see what we can do about this as Blair...
Let me make the decision. I can do it.
Fans, we will keep you abreast of this situation as Roma and Orndorff make their way to the ring for this tag team feature event here on Saturday night. Still to come. Fans, stay with us. Major announcement concerning Hulk Hogan.
Yes, fans, stay with us.
Well,
we have a major announcement concerning Hulk Hogan. And Gene Okerlund's going to spill his guts to you. But no, I don't get to know, do I? I don't get to know a darn thing here.
You get to know the same time we do. Plus,
It's like a wallflower.
Ricky Steamboat and Arn Anderson against Stunning Steve and Lord Steven Regal. And
Still to come?
yes, still to come in this program, in this hour-and-a-half version. And fans, hopefully we can get something settled about this dispute that's going on based on what Colonel Rob Parker says is fact that Stunning Steve, being the U.S. champ, should get the title shot in our next pay-per-view with Ric Flair and not Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon, who Flair said he gives the shot to. Now, we saw what happened at Super Brawl. We saw the announcement. Nick Bockwinkel was standing right there. Steamboat was getting the winner of Flair and Vader.
Yeah, but Bockwinkel can forget things. You know, he can hide his own Easter eggs, that guy. Let me put it to you this way. You know as well as I do that Colonel Parker is not a liar. He's a man of integrity. I'd buy a used car from him.
Oh, I'm sure
I'd co-sign on a loan for the guy. Of course, right now my money's tied up in foreign funds, but I'd be glad to do it when I'm back on my feet.
Side headlock and a shoulder block takedown. That is Keith Cole and Paul Orndorff going at it.
Now, how do you know that's Keith Cole?
Oh, here we go. There is a look about Keith Cole. He looks different than his brother. And you got...
What?
He does.
They both got the same haircut.
Right.
They both got the same face.
Well,
same body.
No, not exactly. Meanwhile, Keith Cole...
Then you mean one's a counterfeit?
No, they're both... There's a cut one. I don't know how to answer that question. And a side headlock.
You know, Keith Cole is 2.5 years older than his brother.
No.
Yep.
Minutes older than his brother.
No, years. What a hospital bill they had. Oh!
Oh, the monkey flip out of the corner from Keith Cole. You know, the Cole twins have made quite a name for themselves in a short period of time.
Now, is that still Keith Cole?
Yes. Whoa, the big clothesline from Paul Roma. Roma and Orndorff have been making the exchange. Here comes Paul Orndorff again, and he drives the elbow down.
Is that old Keith Cole? The other one's a Mario Soul.
No, that's just Keith Cole.
Oh. This Orndorff is intense, isn't he?
He really is.
You know, he just doesn't lay around the hotel room before a match. He doesn't watch TV. This man trains. This man is an athlete. This man has put some dedication into his craft.
And that's a key, Bob. You always get out of something what you put into it. Time and effort. And of
Unless
course,
they're not looking.
what? In the ropes.
You know what I mean.
I don't. Here is the tag. Great exchange, great teamwork. Look at that drop kick. The elevation from a standing start. Great leaping ability. 1, 2, and he yanks.
You know, from the back, the Coles look like Clydesdales.
Into the midsection.
Roma's got to get out of that corner and make his tag to...
Well, he can absorb a lot there.
Oh, he's tough. You're right about that. If I knew that.
A slam. And now, Roma taking a high road here to the middle turnbuckle. No, sir. Desperately needs a tag. With one and the other.
Look at Orndorff. Didn't backpedal, didn't move. Met one of the Cole brothers coming. I don't know his name. What's his name?
He's the other one.
The other Cole.
Head first.
Oh.
Left hand, and down goes Paul Orndorff.
Come on, Roma, get in there and help your partner.
Easy here, coach. An elbow. And a cover. Little hesitation that time. May have cost him, and it did. And he got a 2 count. Now the double team of the Cole twins. Double drop kick. Roma on the outside.
I don't like the looks of this.
Double team on. Oh, my.
Double your pleasure, double your fun. Look at the Cole brothers. They're a couple of bums. Hey, I should be a poet.
Big clothesline from Roma, who held his partner, Orndorff, who is going to put the pile driver on one of the Cole twins.
You don't walk away from this.
He
Right on his ponytail.
He tried to pull his head out, but still got the effect of it. Because he was locked in there, and this one is over. Well, Roma and Orndorff had a tough fight from the Cole twins, but they prevail once again here on Saturday night.
Well, of course they prevailed, Tony. They're a great team. Look at Orndorff. Shoots at one of the Coles, and Roma delivers a devastating drop kick. And the other Cole, I guess his name's the other Cole. There's that pile driver. He's going to feel it in the morning. He's going to feel it for about a month. There's your winner, Paul Orndorff.
Mr. Wonderful and Paul Roma with a great win. Speaking of great tag teams, let's go to Mean Gene Okerlund. We are back on WCW Saturday night. Yes, it's right around the corner. Bash of the Beach match. You heard the comments from Hogan. And another great match is going to be Vader against the Guardian Angel. Oh, Denny Brown meets him head on.
Well, you know what he says. The Guardian Angel, 3 strikes and you're out.
That's right.
Hope Hank Aaron's watching this.
That may have been 1 strike right there. Well, the Angel wasting no time.
Look at the eyes on this man. His eyes just go back and forth like a convict, like a criminal.
Well, that is one. You hear him.
And he's got his Guardian Angel shirt on and his New York City Sanitation Department pants. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Brain.
He's a garbage man.
No, he's not.
So he cleans up on the weekend.
He's the man who stands for law and order and justice, not only on the streets, but in World Championship Wrestling.
Well, maybe he should get himself a white horse, a mask, and hang with an engine.
That was not politically correct.
I didn't mean an Indian. I meant an engine, as in fire.
Denny Brown complaining to Randy Anderson, the referee. Guardian Angel and Vader.
Whoa, that's going to be one.
2 of the biggest in WCW.
You know, it was because of Vader that he got stripped of his name and everything he stood for. And he wants to settle the score with Vader. But you don't think Vader wants to get even with him? He thinks the Guardian Angel here cost him the title in his match with Flair. So Vader's got something to prove. He's got 452 pounds of something to prove.
Up and down. Denny Brown hits hard.
It's like throwing another can of garbage in the truck.
Two. Remember, Brain, 3 strikes.
And
You're out.
I'm surprised he can count to 2.
Who, Denny Brown? In the corner. Pick up. There it is. Strike 3. He's out.
Bad. Denny Brown.
Where's Vader?
You'll get him. Uh-oh. Stick around. You'll see him in about 24 hours, loudmouth.
We're going to be seeing Vader very, very soon, but right now, here it is again, Brain.
Still got his jacket on. He's a big man. I don't want to take that away from him. I'll tell you that. And he's a strong man. He knows what to do in that ring. He's a tough man. But he's still a punk. The Guardian Angel.
Let's go to Mean Gene.
All right, fans, you've just seen the Guardian Angel in action. Tomorrow night, the Bash of the Beach, this big 330-pounder is going to be locking up with a 450-pounder by the name of Vader.
You know, Mean Gene, when the Guardian Angels came to Atlanta, Georgia, and asked me to go to New York City to join their group, I didn't know what to expect. But when I got there, they took me to an old warehouse, dirty and grimy, 6 floors high. And as we walked them steps, Curtis Leo was talking to me, and he says, I want to show you what the Guardian Angels are all about, what they mean. So we're walking through the training facility, and we come up on the wall at the end of the hall. And over the top of it says Fallen Angels. And as I look at the wall, I see the faces of men that have died for people like me, for people like you, people that care about each other. Fallen Angels. Well, Vader wants to put me on that wall, wants to make me a fallen angel. Well, it's just not going to happen. Tomorrow night, July the 17th, you're going to have to face 6'7", 330 pounds of one of the meanest men that's ever walked the face of this earth. And bottom line is, you're going to have to deal with me. Because when you step in the ring, you're stepping in the ring with every man, woman, and child that believe in law, order, and justice. Punk.
All right, fans, watch out. Tomorrow night, Vader and the Guardian Angel head on at the Bash at the Beach. Pull your cable coming now. We're right back. All right, fans, welcome back to more exciting action here on Saturday night. The rumor mill is grinding again. This past week, it was rumored that Nature Boy Ric Flair was in New York City. What was he there for? Who was he meeting with? I can't talk about it on the air, but believe you me, I will talk about it during my exclusive hotline report tonight. Give me a call at 1-900-909-9900 for that exclusive report on the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Right now, let's get you back to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing 233 pounds.
I get through with you.
Beautiful.
I'm not going to know you. Hulk Hogan's not going to know you.
One of our two main events on our edition of WCW Saturday Night. Beautiful Bobby.
This is one of my favorites. I've watched this man's career. I've watched him in tag action, single action. This man can beat you so many different ways. He's tremendous.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he's from Daytona Beach, Florida. He weighs 294 pounds, and he is the #1 Hulkamaniac, Sullivan.
Here he is, the WCW's answer to Hulkamaniac running wild. It is Dave Sullivan, the #1 Hulkamaniac.
Or Evad or Irving, whatever his name is. And you know, his brother Kevin Sullivan is not through with him yet. Hulk Hogan tore this family apart, and Dave Sullivan hasn't forgotten. Whether he beats the heck out of Hogan or takes this nitwit apart, he don't care.
Name of the song is I Want to Be a Hulkamaniac.
Magic Slippers.
Magic Slippers, you're right, and that's what he has on.
Do you want to be a Hulkamaniac?
Well, I don't know if I have a choice. I mean, I am one. It's not that I want to be
Oh,
one.
then you're the one with the red and yellow underwear.
When have you been looking at my underwear?
I didn't. I read that on a wall someplace. That's your business, though. You must be the president of the Hulkamania fan club.
No, I'm not.
What a kisser, huh?
The WCW World Champion, Hulk Hogan. And, of course, the #1 Hulkamaniac, Dave Sullivan, set to go against beautiful Bobby. Contrast in styles here, no question about it. The power of Dave Sullivan. And, of course, the high-flying ability and scientific skill, make no bones about it, of beautiful Bobby from the neutral position. And, of course, Bobby, probably the greatest young high flyer in this sport, has to be, no question about it, Alex Wright. And Bobby will put Alex to the test, no question, at the Clash of the Champions here on TBS on January 25th.
Well, that's going to be the first defeat for the Wonder Punk. Well, let's see what Bobby Eaton does here. Beautiful Bobby to this nitwit. You know, he was walking through the airport the other day and he saw a sign, wet floor, and he did.
Oh, no. Side headlock. In the ropes, Dave Sullivan, raw power there, taking Bobby with a move and a big pickup and a slam.
There is no finesse. Everything he learned from his brother Kevin. And now this because he's got the magic slippers on and a magic t-shirt and those red tights, he thinks he's Hulk Hogan. I hate to wake up thinking I was Hogan. That's called Dr. Kevorkian.
Right back and forth combination blows. Listen to him.
Now this is where Bobby's at his best.
Now, Dave.
The corner now. 1, 2, 3. You back it up. Get off the head.
Right to the throat goes Bobby with the right hand. And now here he goes. One of the greatest high flyers the sport's ever seen, and he is up top. He's past it. Get him, boy.
He's got him. So much for the nitwit. Come on, ref.
Covers it, 2. That's all. Dave kicked out.
He may have wasted too much time there. Of course, he's a Sullivan. You know, and you got to really beat those Sullivans down. Now, in his case, the more you beat him, the more docile he becomes. Kevin Sullivan, the more you beat him, the more he'll bite you.
You know, the differences do not stop there between the two men. You know, they are brothers. Hair takedown by Bobby. Gets the advantage on Dave once again.
You know, right now, I'd be choking him with that T-shirt.
Well, I know
I've
you
had
would.
so much yellow and red in his mouth. Looked like he swallowed a canary.
Right hand to the side of the head. Dave fighting Bobby, but Bobby getting Dave up against the ropes with the right hand of the gut. Dave with a foot.
What is he doing? He's going to throw him over.
He picked. Here's his brother. And he's ready to fisticuffs with. Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute.
Bobby hit Kevin Sullivan. He hit Kevin Sullivan, who's still down in the apron. And now Dave's going to pick Bobby up. And Kevin's got the foot. He's got the foot. 1, 2. He's got him. Beautiful Bobby wins this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Beautiful Bobby.
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful Bobby stole it.
Well,
Thanks to Kevin Sullivan holding the leg of Dave.
well, David Sullivan, things aren't always like they seem to be. Life is like a box of chocolates. Your hands are sticky and your face is full of chocolate, and there's nothing inside of you. You're dumb, you're stupid. Forget it, pal.
Let's take a look, if we can, once again at what happened.
Look at this. Dummy tries to suplex Beautiful Bobby in the ring, but he loses his footing there somehow. And, well, Kevin tripped him. So what? They're brothers. He beat him. 1, 2, 3.
Bobby gets the win, giving him momentum, heading to the Clash of the Champions as we go now to Mean Gene Okerlund. We are back on WCW Saturday night, and standing by, the Monster Maniacs, Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man Randy Savage, with Jimmy Hart preparing for the Clash of the Champions in Caesars Palace.
You know, Hulkster, I don't think we've been overthinking this thing, man. You know, we've been sky high with the Macho Man and the Hulkster together, man. The Monster Maniacs. You know what? Vader, he jumped in our face, man. He kind of knocked us on our toes, man. He kind of woke us up. Why don't we make this easy for him, man? You know, Vader, why don't you tell us what hotel you're going to stay at, and we'll send you a limousine, man. You know what? We'll even buy you 2 ringside seats, big boy.
Good idea. You know something, Macho Man? I gotta be the first one to admit it. That I was rocked on my heels. After I put that no-good butcher in his place. After you went in the back room, Mean Gene read my eyes. The victory was distant, man. Because when I beat the brother in the center of the ring, when I took care of the butcher, man, maybe I beat a little piece of myself right there. And as I was just starting to rise to the occasion, the big, mean, nasty Vader time came into the room. He caught me on my heels, brother. Everybody saw Hulk Hogan's eyes, man. I didn't know what to think, didn't know what to do, but now, brother, now that we know where you're coming from and where you've been and what your mission is, we're on one heck of a roll, man. Timing is everything. And I was born at night, but not last night. I've been around a while, brother. And now that I'm the WCW champion, I know what I gotta do. But in Las Vegas, there ain't no stinking world title belts on the line. The only thing that's on the line, Jimmy Hart and Macho Man, is the Monster Maniacs friendship, the Monster Maniacs relationship, brother, and Kevin Sullivan and the Butcher's neck. They're on the line. So Vader, like Jimmy Hart said, let's go ahead and make it easy for you, brother. I'm not a hard man to find, brother. And now, I'm calling you out, big boy. I'm gonna be there on the 25th. And when we get done with the Butcher and Kevin Sullivan, let's go ahead and get it over with, brother. You're welcome into my world. You're welcome into the Monster Maniac world. You and I, let's get it on right there in Macho Man. You got a job to do. And once you're done with the Butcher and Kevin Sullivan, I gotta prove something to myself. Vader's mine. Do you understand that, brother?
You know, I understand it perfectly. In fact, I got a real good idea. Being one half of the Monster Maniacs, I want to be helpful, and I got something real cool to say. Yeah, we'll take care of Butch and Kevin Sullivan, and then it'll be you versus Vader. And I would like to say that I would like to be the special referee. Because all I got to do, Vader, is be able to count to 3, because the big leg from Hulk Hogan's going to come right across you. 2, 3 count, and I'll be raising that hand in victory. I can see it now. Las Vegas will never be the same again. And neither will Vader, Kevin Sullivan, or the Butcher.
Well, let's take care of the Kevin Sullivan and the Butcher, brother. And then Vader, if you're the referee, no rules, no rule book. I'm gonna take him down. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.